We have had yet a shit. How do I start this off without pretty much making it look like shit? But also, guys, it's pretty cold in this room. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So we have had yet another Mandalorian episode, and here today we're here to talk about chapter number 15, or season 2, episode number 7, The Believer. So, with all that being said, before I do begin the episode recap, I will just want to tell you guys the schedule, the uploads, what's going to come soon to the channel. So, Thursday, or pretty much last night, Disney pretty much announced their new slate of projects regarding Disney's stuff, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, all that sort of stuff. And I do want to make a little bit of a recap video for that. So here's how it's most likely going to work. So by the time you're seeing this, which is going to be Saturday, and hopefully Sunday I can put out. Hopefully Sunday I'll have my whole retrospect of the new content that Disney's going to give us for Star Wars, because there is a lot of cool content coming up, in particular Kenobi. So yeah, and for Marvel, the Marvel one is going to be split into two halves. I'm mainly going to be talking about like the movies and then the TV shows. There'll be two videos, ones for movies and TV shows. And I'll talk about the Fantastic Four coming to the MCU, and out of all Marvel's presentation, they really did not announce a particular team of heroes. Yeah, guys, no X-Men. No X-Men. Spoiler alert, no X-Men. But that is what the schedule's supposed to look like. So Sunday and Monday and most likely Tuesday, you'll get all that sort of stuff and what not have you. So, yeah. And in regards to the Spidey Cup series, you'll probably see that later in the week as well. So we got a lot of videos in these next few coming days. Hopefully, I can make all of them. But yeah, so let's just go dive right into this episode. So this episode right here, aka The Believer, we start off the episode where Cara Dune lands on basically a dump planet where the Republic has a prison camp where they have these prisoners basically taking apart old TIE fighters and whatnot have you. And we see one of the characters from the first season, Mayfield, of course played by Bill Burr, and all that sort of stuff. And basically ask him, hey, we need your help on something and whatnot have you. Basically, in this episode, the whole episode is Mando and the whole gang is trying to find out where Moff Gideon's ship is. So that's the whole deal. So they go to this planet that has an Imperial base on it, and basically what happens is that Mando and both Mayfield dress up as stormtrooper drivers. I don't know the specific name of them. Basically, they're transporting, I forget the name of it, but it's a highly explosive, it's a very highly explosive material that they're transporting in these big trucks called juggernauts. And when I have you, hey, another X-Men reference there. I did not plan that. But yeah, so basically the deal about this is that they have to drive pretty slow, otherwise the thing might explode and all that sort of stuff. And while they're on their way to the Imperial base, they get outrun by a bunch of pirates and what not have you. And basically, we see Mando basically in the stormtrooper outfit, trying to fight these guys off, without his Mando gear, which was pretty interesting to see. And then, when it seemed like they were pretty much outrun, 2 TIE fighters come in, destroy the pirates, and some of the stormtroopers as well hold them off. And well, wow, man. For the first time, maybe in Star Wars history, we were glad to see TIE fighters and stormtroopers. Like literally, these guys were the heroes of the day. It's 2020. What a year to be alive. So, anyways, they get to the Imperial base. They drop off the cargo. I forget the name of it. Okay, I forget the name of it. But hey, I finally figured out who the sniper lady's name is. Her name is Fennec. So yeah, Spidey Dick 64 actually knows the name of a Star Wars character. Yeah. Yeah, so basically now what they have to do is that one of them has to go in and basically get their face scan on this face recognition scan to get the location of Moff Gideon, what not have you. Mayfield can't do it because he is technically a prisoner of the Republic, and Cara Dune can't do it because, well, she's a Republic marshal. Fennec can't do it because she's also wanted by the Imperials, and, well, Boba Fett can't do it because, well, I mean, the dude literally looks like a clone trooper and all that sort of stuff. And this is where basically the Djarin now has to take off his helmet and whatnot have you. And pretty big moment for the Djarin. And hey, we get to see Pedro Pascal's ugly face once again. I'm sorry, I don't hate Pedro Pascal, but I mean, come on, I kind of like to make fun of him a lot. I love to make fun of him a lot. So basically, an Imperial officer is basically suspicious and whatnot have you, but it turns out everything's all fine. They sit down for a little bit of a drink, and this Imperial officer basically starts talking about a particular battle that Mayfield was a part of, and whatnot have you. And also, I just want to mention, and this is something that Star Wars Theory mentioned, and I didn't even kind of realize as well. Or I don't know, I was kind of paying attention to the conversation more than Pedro Pascal's face or Djarin. But you can plainly see in his face, I mean, he just feels so uncomfortable without, a helmet on him, basically, and whatnot have you. But going back to the conversation, I think in the conversation, basically Imperial officer was basically talking about a particular battle, these villagers that got killed and whatnot have you. And I think Mayfield was probably a part of it, and he does feel a lot of grief from all that sort of stuff. And just to keep in mind, Mayfield is a ex-stormtrooper, so wow, Mayfield has a lot more development than Finn in the sequel trilogy. Wow. And just as the Imperial officer says, "Long live the Empire," Mayfield pulls out a blaster, basically shoots everyone in the goddamn room, man. And then they make themselves off to the roof of the Imperial base and all that sort of stuff. Some stormtroopers are basically trying to kill them off, trying to shoot them or take them down. Meanwhile, Cara Dune and Fennec are basically, sniper take down these stormtroopers. They do get onto Slave 1. There's a little bit of chase between Slave 1 and 2 TIE fighters, and then we see a sonic bomb that was used in Episode 2, used on those 2 stormtroopers. So, hey, nice little comeback right there. Nice little combat right there. So, that's pretty cool. So, basically, in short, they get the information. Cara Dune lets Mayfield, he basically lets him go, and all that sort of stuff. And the episode ends off with the Djarin saying the exact same line that Moff Gideon told him in last season's episode. "You have something I want, and I want it back." And the episode ends, and we now have to wait until next Friday. Yeah, so, so overall, it was a pretty good episode, I think. I mean, this episode, because here's kind of the weird thing. These episodes, the episodes that we had so far, like, until episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, I mean, they were really running the ball with these episodes. I mean, the story never took a break. It never took a break afterwards. This one, I feel like it took a little bit of a break from the main story, but what I feel like this episode is way more better than episode 2 is that, I mean, I don't know, I think it's a little more thriller-ish action, you know, and all that sort of stuff, and there's a lot more character development, like some development for Mayfield and Djarin. In episode 2, we had Grogu eating frog eggs and spiders. So, yeah, I'm not going to consider this a filler episode, considering that we actually did get some good character development and whatnot have you. So, I guess that's a pretty good deal. All that stuff. So, it's a good episode, you know, good episode. And, well, you know, the writers really kind of put themselves in a pretty tricky situation. Or, I don't know, I feel like the writers could have gone this either way. They could have made episode 7 and 8 a two-parter, but they didn't. So, I guess that's fine. But that's all I have to say. Like I said, guys, watch out for those videos, and we will see you in the next one.